cheeky chap, Bobby Davro.
And you join us back here at Silverstone for this exciting British Grand Prix as the leading pack comes into view again. And oh dear, the British #1 Nelson Davretti is in trouble again and pulls into the pits for repairs. Hey, what's going on here? Excuse me, just stop them educational videos, you know, the how to do it programmes.
Yeah, we've got fair selection. Which one do you want?
First aid. And can you hurry up a bit, love? Thank you very much. Bravo. Hello and welcome to Bobby Davro on the box. Hey, have you seen these quiz games on TV? Have you seen them? Hey, do you ever watch the quiz games? Mr. and Mrs. Hey, Family Fortunes with Max Bygraves. That's a belter, Family Fortunes. Have you seen it? You've got Mastermind, Magnus Magnusson. You've got Call My Bluff, Robert Robertson. You've got Who's Baby, Cecil Parkinson. But Family Fortunes with Max Bygraves. That's a jolly good show, isn't it? Max Bygraves. On the Family Fortunes, yeah. On Family Fortunes tonight, we've got the Pitt family and their son, Cess. We asked Cess to give us the most popular singer on TV. He said Max Bygraves. Our survey said... Sorry, Max. It's all surveys now. You've got Brucey coming out going, nice to see you. No. Thank you so much. And tonight, if you play your cards right, I'm the leader of the pack, which makes me such a clever prat. Now then... The recent poll, we asked 100 men, would they like to spend the night with Joan Collins? The 1% said they would, 1% said they wouldn't, and the other 98% said they already had done. Good game. Now, because a lot of these game shows come from America. Do they? Yes, they do. I'll tell you what, that 3-2-1's a good game, innit? That comes from Spain, you know. Yeah, from Spain. The only difference is, the Spanish version, the dustbin is the star prize. Have you seen 3-2-1 with Ted Rogers? He's a clever fella, that fella. He comes out and he goes... with a sign. He's not telling you about the show, you know. No, he's not. He's counting the audience. Then you've got that bullseye with Jim Bowen. Have you seen him? Yeah. What a wally. Hello, oh, smashing lovely, laugh, I nearly passed my fags round. It's a great game. It's a game played by two people. There's a non-dart player and someone who couldn't hit the side of a barn with a spear. They've always got a celebrity darts player, haven't they? Oh, throwing for charity, Stevie Wonder. Ooh. Now then... Have you noticed how all the game show hosts, they've all got a lot of polish, haven't they? A lot of polish. Most of it's in their hair. It seems funny to me. It just seems that to get a job on a game show, you have to dye your hair. Well, I'm not too sure about Leslie Crowther. I can't make out whether he dyes his hair or bleaches his face. Have you seen The Price is Right? It's a great game, isn't it? It's been played all over the world, you know, The Price is Right. Yep, there's a Pakistani version, The Patel is Right. Oh, yes, goodness gracious me. That's on when everything else is closed down. Then there's the Scottish version, The Place is Tight. Angus McNegrasper, come on down. Have you seen that? The Price is Tight. It's the same show, but there's nothing over 50 pence. Then you got Busman's Holiday. That's a good show, isn't it, eh? That's the one where you have to answer questions on your profession. Last week, they had a team of minicab drivers. They went on it and answered questions on daylight robbery. The other team was good. They had a team of gas fitters, yeah, but they didn't turn up. There's a great game for kids at the moment called Blockbusters. You ever watch that? I've been watching it for 16 weeks now, and I still haven't seen that bloke bring out that Lord Charles. It's a great game, though, Blockbusters. The contestants have to pick a letter, right? Have you seen them? They always go, can I have a pee, please, Bob? And Bob says, no, mate, you should have gone before we started.
It's got big doors, and you can go inside, and it's got big windows too. And when you look through them, you never see anybody. There's nobody there.
No, well, sometimes when Mummy and Nana and me go there, and Mummy and I go shopping, and we leave Nana there, and then when we get back, my Nana hasn't moved.
No, and there's always lots of people, but nobody ever seems to move.
is the man who bought Johnson Matthey shares just as the bank collapsed. This is the man who went out with a sex kitten just as she turned into a cat. This is the man who put everything he had on red just as the wheel came up black. This is the man who owns a Volkswagen GTI. Not really his night, is it?
These days, you can't hope to pick up the latest video releases if your credit isn't in the right format. Instead of going fast forward to your favorite films, you could find yourself completely out of the picture. Without the right card, you'll never get to have a Butcher's at Butch Cassidy or a Gander at Gandy. In fact, things could go from beta to worse. That's why I always use cash. You can get cash simply by getting the BBC to send you on a 6-week cruise on the QE2 or to California to interview expatriate Brits. Or, better still, you can get cash by talking some gullible advertising agency into giving you a bundle for doing credit card commercials. Cash. Accepted in a damn sight more places than even Barclaycard.
My name is Pete. I take the post to people's houses every day. Unless I feel a bit fed up, and then I sling the lot away. It was a sunny day in Greenvale. In the fields, the birds sang and the sheep looked for shade. George Wellington, the farmer, was showing Mrs. Thomas his equipment. But that's another story. Postman Pete had driven down all the country lanes, carefully avoiding the town, just in case he ran into Constable Pickles. Pete's road tax was way out of date, and his tires were as bald as Reverend Tom's head.
Hello, Pete.
Said Granny Wisdom.
Would you like to come inside for some lemonade and some of my gingerbread, men?
Pete smiled. No, thank you, Granny Wisdom. Not after that last log you gave me. I was ill for days. Granny Wisdom laughed because her hearing aid battery had run flat. I've got a letter for you, said Pete.
Just gone 3 o'clock.
Replied the daft old biddy. Pete rolled his eyes.
Just a minute.
Continued Granny Wisdom.
This letter's got a January postmark, and it's nearly July.
That's the post office for you, replied Pete with a cheery shrug of his shoulders. Granny Wisdom looked around for Tess.
Where's your lovely black and white cat these days?
She asked. He's outside guarding my van, chortled Pete. Oh, I nearly forgot. I've got a parcel of glassware for you. Listen. It was a stupid thing to put a sticker marked fragile on it, wasn't it? Pete laughed. Just then, Fred Ben ambled up.
Hello, Pete,
said Fred.
I've just run over your cat.
Not to worry, joked Pete. I've always wanted a Davy Crockett hat. How they all laughed.
Anyway,
Continued Fred Ben.
any sign of my postal order yet?
Afraid not, replied Pete. But that's the post office for you.
Well, that's the 8th postal order that's gone missing,
said Fred anxiously. Pete shrugged. Lucky they were sent in registered envelopes.
How did you know that?
Inquired Fred. Lucky guess, replied Pete. Anyway, Fred, I've got another one of your parcels in a plain brown wrapper from Randy Man's Supplies. Judging by the weight, the batteries are already in it. Fred Ben's cheeks flushed. Granny Wisdom looked over her glasses at him and invited him in for tea.
Bye-bye, Pete,
they said.
See you tomorrow.
My name is Pete. I take the post to people's houses every day. Unless I feel a bit fed up, and then I sling the lot away. I got a letter clearly marked, caution, photos do not bend. I wrote across it, yes they do, and just to prove it, folded them. I'm Postman Pete, Postman Pete. I visit ladies down the street. And when they call, I never fail. I really am a first-class maid.
It's all happened in a flash. I can't believe my luck. No one else in the whole world has made a faster buzz. When I'm walking in the street, mine's a name band caller. I made so much recently, now they call me the dollar. 'Cause now I'm a material girl. My clothes are not as pretty well worn. And the only suits that I can now afford are the lawsuits of my husband, Sean. I wrote in the news that it was rude and long ago. Now I don't flash my bum, just a hint of cum is all that I show. You know my films have been a revelation. Sticking at Susan wasn't desperation. Those sexy parts I took increased my wealth. I wasn't acting, I just played myself. The reason for my great success and getting to the top is that my clothes are all the best. Yes, my clothes are the best from the up and shop. It's hot, I sweat a lot. With every song, you'll all catch the fun. But the household show simply cannot cope, so I'll try something new. Like detergent, once for the very first time. Like detergent, my career is on the line. Like detergent, once for the very first time. Like detergent, it'll clean out all the marks and grime. Like detergent.
Our Diet Rapid. It's easy, it's quick, but above all, it really works.
Now look what you've done. Hold on, I'll get him. There aren't any sharks in here, are there? No. Crocodiles ate all the sharks.
Australians wouldn't give a Castlemaine 4X for anything else.
Indigestion. Take Spearmint Rennie or Original Rennie.
Everything's under control now.
Take Rennie. When you need relief, the faster the better.
Why just repay a mortgage when there's a Norwich Union plan that can repay it and produce a tax-free lump sum for much the same outlay? For details, see press.
Here, I see Elvis Presley's making a record with Boy George.
Elvis and Boy George?
Yeah.
Oh, come off it, Shane. You're having me on.
No, not.
Who'd want to make a record with Boy George these days?
Come here. My name's Barry McCricket. My dad was a boxer, my mum was a whippet. Mr. Eastwood called me the clone cyclone. I said, is that because of my destructive power? He said, no, it's because you're windy. Mr. Eastwood gets 10% of everything I get. He's got a bloody nose right now. I remember the first fight I ever knocked down, and Mr. Eastwood said to me, get up at 8. I said, what time is it now? I remember when I fought Pedroza for the world title, Mr. Eastwood said, give him a right hook. So give him a right hook. He said, give him a crossover. So I give him a crossover. He said, give him a left. I said, where does he live? He whispered in my ear, Barry said, the next round is definitely yours. I said, what are you gonna have? He said, I'll have a pint of bitter. I said, Whitbread. He said, 2 slices. And there's more. You gotta be fit when you're a boxer. Every morning I get up at 7 a.m. and punch the bag. And she gets up and makes my breakfast. Mr. Eastwood said I gotta run 10 miles every day. I tried it. At the end of the week, I was 70 miles away. I do a lot of shadow boxing. It's not fair. The shadow's bigger than I am. Right, Mr. Eastwood said I gotta do combination punching. He said, you gotta lead with the left and finish him off with a cross. I said, look, he's a boxer, not a vampire. But Mr. Eastwood said to me, Barry, he said, remember, footwork is all important. And he was right. You kick him in the right place and they go down like a sack of potatoes. Thank you very much, Harry. Thank you very much, Mr. Eastwood. Don't sing again, Dad.
In this week's Celebrity Chat, we talk to Joan Rivers, the only woman in the world that garlic backs away from.
One thing I cannot do, I can't cook. Oh, believe me, I burn can openers. No, listen, I'd love to cook. I mean, I collect all the recipes. How do you make a Jewish omelet? First, you borrow 6 eggs. No, please, listen. I mean, beans on toast, it sounds simple. Somebody tell me how you get the goddamn beans out of the toaster. Listen, I mean, my husband didn't marry me for my cooking. Mind you, he didn't marry me for my body either. Oh, please, listen. On our honeymoon, I undressed, dimmed the lights, and my husband said, listen, honey, I don't know what it is you're wearing, but it sure needs ironing.
It's a large brown spot, and nobody likes it very much. I don't like it, do you?
It's horrible, because when you get near it, it takes ages and ages to get back to normal again.
Yes.
When it's spring again, she lives from Amsterdam.
Oh, good evening. You're having a nice fondle here tonight, yeah?
Pardon?
A fondle? A nice cheese fondle?
No, you mean a fondue, a cheese fondue.
Please?
Well, in English, darling, the word fondle means a grope.
Oh, I love a good grope as well.
You do, do you?
Yeah, I have a lot of gropes in Scandinavia. We have a lot of rock and roll gropes. We have ABBA. ABBA, we have ABBA, the other group, ABBA, and ABBA.
Aha.
Sorry, is there something wrong?
Oh, no, Aha, they're a Scandinavian group, aren't they?
Oh, Aha! Oh, yeah. It's an English joke, yeah. You know, I'm thinking you are thinking my English is, how are you saying, a load of old shoemakers.
Cobblers.
No, I mean it.
No, the phrase is a load of old cobblers.
Oh, talk.
Now tell me, what exactly are you doing here in England?
Well, I'm coming over to England to handle your people's willies.
I'm sorry.
Your people's willies, handle your people's willies when they're no longer here. How are you saying soliciting?
Oh, no, wills. You mean you wish to become a solicitor and handle people's wills?
Yeah, how you're saying last will and testative.
Have you seen a lot of England since you've been here?
Yeah, I have seen a lot of England. I have also seen Wallis.
Wallis?
Yeah, England, Scotland, Ireland, Wallis.
No, Wales. The country's called Wales.
Ah, and the people coming from Wales are called Wallis, yeah?
Absolutely.
Yeah. But tell me, what is your name?
It's Lulu.
Oh, I think it is the second door on the right.
No, I'm called Lulu. My name is Lulu.
Ah, well, I'm very pleased to meet you too, Louis.
And this is my husband, Dick.
Oh.
Actually, it's Richard, but my friends call me Dick.
Oh, your friends are not liking you, perhaps? This is why they're calling you Dick?
No, Dick. It's short for Richard.
Oh, well, I'm very pleased to meet you, Short Dick and two Louis. How are you saying goodbye?
I'm going?
Yeah. There is a lady over there I'm wishing to have a fondle with.
No, you mean you wish to share your fondue with her?
I know what I mean. I'd like to sing for you a song that's very close to my heart, entitled Pancreas. It seems everything I do just to prove my love for you is a waste of time, 'cause I can never win your heart. So to try and change your mind, I'll be men of different kinds, sending words of love to you directly from the charts. I can feel like Billy Joel, fill your mind with rock and roll. Don't go changing, 'cause you're still my uptown girl. I'll be happy to think me trip, singing, living, all like it. I'll be ages with my top lip in a cup. If the darker things are gone, how you tra-la days are gone. Oh, Carol, breaking up is hard to do. I'd use Johnny Mathis style just to see the southern smile. I get misty over you. Songs to make you happy, girl, and songs to make you dance. Songs to make you think of me and give me one more chance. Songs to make you love me, girl, but please make up your mind. I'm running out of singers, and I'm running out of time. Oh, I could sing some clever lines, but like Gilbert, nothing rhymes. And I'm all alone again, right naturally. David Essex would propose in the lamplight, hold me close. But like Bounty, you would end up all at sea. If I was Elvis, we could share. Be my loving teddy bear. Are you lonesome? Love me tender, love me true. Cause that song, that everything, life's like a candle in the wind, and I guess you could call it the blues. I've sung these songs to win your heart, but nothing's getting through. I just run out of singers, and I'm wondering what to do. Songs to make you love me, girl, but please make up your mind. I just run out of singers, and we've all run out of time. See you soon.
That was the last in the present series of Bobby Davro. Next Saturday evening, Cannon and Ball bounce back onto our screens at 7 o'clock. But coming next tonight, The Price is Right.